and welcome to Geno's Picks. I know, look, Casual Friday. All right, look, 3-1 the past 3 weeks. That's 9-3. We're back at 50%, 21-21. So you can't wait to get to the picks. But you know what really grinds my gears? Haters, low numbers. We're working our ass off here for you. We started a podcast where we pick all the games. See, it's the same logo you're familiar with at that website, genospicks.com. And if you're not following, your loss, 19-8. That's 70+% the past 2 weeks. So you can't wait to get started. All Sunday's picks are there. But now, let's get to my picks. My first pick, the Rams are giving 1.5 to the Cardinals in Arizona. People, since opening the season at 4-0, all the Cardinals have done is continue to impress with how disappointing they can be. Was anyone convinced they were for real after the first month of the season? Exactly. Everyone was less surprised at their 0-6 collapse than they were with their 4-0 start. That should tell you all you need to know. But in case it doesn't, let's take a look at the Rams. Sure, St. Louis got caught napping against the Jets last week. But if the Rams were asleep last week, then the Cardinals have been dormant for the past 2 months, which is why I consider the Rams' hiccup last week not worth getting worried about, while the Cardinals continue their downward trend of failure. The latest episode being the benching of on-again, off-again starter number 19, John Skelton, while they were leading Atlanta, by the way, for number 14, Ryan Lindley. If you're wondering why I'm using their jersey numbers, it's because these guys are so unimpressive, it's not like there's any other way to recognize them. Look, the Cardinals should just turn their training camp into a juvenile correction center, because it seems like every year, all the crappy teens wind up there. People, take the Rams in this one, lay the 1.5. My next pick, people, the Raiders are getting 8 from the Bengals in Cincinnati. Now, the Bengals know the AFC wild card is wide open, and at 5-5, they're barely on the outside looking in. But you know who's definitely on the outside looking in of late? The Raiders' Darren McFadden. Run DMC missed practice again Friday, all but assuring he will be inactive for Sunday's game. And believe it or not, Raider Nation, that is actually great news for you. Because while he's been out, all Marcel Reese has done in his absence the past 2 weeks is average 4.7 yards per carry. And you ready for this? 13+ yards per reception. Wow, maybe Marcel Reese should have a cool nickname by now. Better yet, let's just call all the Raider running backs Marcel. Reese will call by his name, the stud running back who puts up huge numbers, but we'll start calling Run DMC Marcel Marceau, because all he usually does is keep silent. Please, people, Reese is going to keep this game close. And I'll tell you something, they're playing it in Cincinnati, Ohio, but maybe they should be playing it in Sandusky, Ohio, because the home team's about to get caught with their pants down. People, take the Raiders and the 8 points you're getting. Which brings me to my lock of the week, people. The Packers are giving 3 to the Giants at MetLife Stadium. Yes, I know, it's a huge rematch of last year's playoff game in which the heavily favored Packers fell to the G-Men as the New York football Giants, swept through the postseason en route to their second Lombardi trophy in 4 years. But hey, people, let's check our calendar. It's November, and the November Giants are not as daunting as those January G-Men. In fact, the Giants seem to always play like the people we celebrate each month in the calendar. In January, we've seen that they play with the youth of the baby New Year. But as for Thanksgiving's month, November, they're a lot more like the Native Americans, as they seem to show up not realizing they should be taking a defensive approach, and that always leads to their eventual slaughter. Because we killed the Native Americans. All right, look, people, the Packers know they got away with one in Detroit last week. I don't know how we covered that. They will be a lot more aggressive at MetLife Stadium. Take the Pack and lay the 3. I'm sorry that I find myself this funny. Okay. Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday Night Betters, I like to call it. We've hit 4 of the last 5 Monday Night Football gets, so get on it. The Carolina Panthers are giving 2.5 to the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. Wow, people. As we told you last week, that Monday Night Football ratings were going to be low, but how about this one? This week, the struggling Panthers travel to Philly, where they will play a Philadelphia team that is simply playing out the string with their second string. Vic has a concussion, so Foles is in. McCoy has a concussion, so look for Bryce Brown to play. And I don't know what happened to Macklin, but he barely stays in 3 snaps in a row, so you're going to get a heavy dose of Jason Avant and Riley Cooper. Wow, people. The only place you're going to see more B-teamers on a Monday night than this Eagles lineup is your local strip club. And let me tell you, you'd be stupid to lay $1 on either one of these hot messes. People, take Take the Panthers, lay the 2.5. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Those are Geno's picks.